So this is me, a below average climber. And this queen right here is Alex Puccio. She's a professional climber who has won 2 World Cup gold medals, and this is literally the closest I have ever been to winning. So y'all are probably wondering, why is she climbing with me? She isn't. She's working on a V10 boulder over there while I'm working on this measly V3 over yonder. It was just a coincidence that we were climbing next to each other. I knew they looked familiar, but I didn't recognize her or her partner until I left the area, and I didn't want to bother them afterwards. They seemed really nice though. So nice that she purposely fell right after she saw me fall because she wanted to let me know that it was okay to fall. What a queen. I had a little interaction with her partner where he helped me rip tape off for my fingers. Cool dude. I think he actually cheered me on momentarily while I was climbing here. Yeah, I actually didn't notice that he said that until now. So, thanks mate. If you didn't say that for me, yeah you did. Alright, let me have this. Funny enough, I've watched them on YouTube beforehand and didn't realize it. They're called Rope Coaching, and they do more than post tips and tricks on YouTube. They do training and assessments with clients in person or remote as well. I learned a lot from them, even though it might not look like it in some of my climbs. That's not a reflection on them, it's a reflection on me. Still totally recommend checking them out and learning from them. Now to some climbing. I just got past the crux of this V3 over here, and we're about to see one of my weaknesses, which is I couldn't figure out what the next move is. It's a testament of my route reading beforehand, and even my left foot being down there is another testament. But I had some fans cheer me on, and that helped me out. Next up is this V3, basically where I have to catch myself in the first move between these two guys, and I don't do well with little crimpy holds where it's basically only the fingers getting on the hold and nothing else. I don't have a palm and whatnot, but made it through. Now we got a dynamic V3 over here, and I couldn't catch the crux of the moves until the third attempt. On the third attempt, my weakness shows again on my route reading afterwards, where I just slip off. I didn't read it well enough. Yeah, I thought the holds were a lot better, but that's just how it goes sometimes. But you know, overall, I was able to get it at some point in my life. It's not pretty, but we did it, guys. We did it. I met a lot of nice new people during this gym session. One of them is this father-son duo. Basically where I was telling the dad, like, hey, I just didn't want to fall on him because I do be falling on my climbs pretty often, which we're gonna see here. But I enjoyed watching them climb a lot, having a lot of bonding moments, father-son duo. But there's this one particular foothold right here where I just kept slipping off. It felt like I gave enough pressure where there would be friction, but I guess I'm incorrect on that statement. The rating of this climb, is unrated. It's between V2 to V4, but if I had to give a rating myself, it would be probably a V4 because of the way that the starting position is. And also, there's a pretty clean toe hook that you have to do at the end or you don't keep tension. But that's just my rating. Take it with a grain of salt, but it's a V4. Let me have this, please. Next up is this dynamic V3. It's a pretty neat climb. I was actually falling while I was leaning towards that next hold where my left hand is. It's pretty nice. You have to read it really well, where you're basically jumping off to get to that next hold. I saw a lot of people put a foot where my left hand landed at first, and really messed them up afterwards. But overall, clean climb. I liked it a lot. We got this black V7, which consists of 2 holds, this half moon, and just a little dot up top. Basically, you have to mantle on top of the half moon and bring a leg up to do a pistol squat, and then you just stand up and touch the hold. One thing I learned is I was just shaking my badonkadonk this whole time. I didn't think I was climbing, looking at this film. And secondly, I didn't realize that, I kind of have a tush. I kind of have a rear end. I thought I was always flat back there, but this video proves differently, and I'm pretty happy about it. But if I had to give myself a tip, it would be basically where I would put my heel down so I can put more force with my leg to push off of it instead of just a tippy toe, which that's what I was doing the whole time, unfortunately. Ultimately, I had to cheat. You didn't see nothing. I finished it, I swear. I decided to switch it up a bit to this V4 boulder. It was a very interesting climb. It really forced you to put yourself in body positions to make the climb a lot easier, where you're not using so much upper body strength. I didn't really know how to do that transition without cutting feet, unfortunately. I hope to solve that and make the climb even easier than what I did so far. But overall, I liked it a lot. I moved on over to this V4 slab. The first couple climbs I tried, I didn't read the starting position correctly because the starting handhold and the starting foothold were very different from each other, and it took me a while to figure it out. But luckily I was able to figure it out and get ascend. Even luckier, I got to meet a lot of nice people along the way during this gym session, and they were rooting for me, and I'm just glad that I got to meet them because I wouldn't be able to ascend this without them.
There you go. Show me the way.
Here's this bonus clip of me attempting this V5, this crimpy V5, and ultimately I couldn't start it because my finger strength is hella weak. And how this came about is I helped this one guy in the background figure out the beta for it, and he was ultimately able to ascend it. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I am not as strong as that beast. I was very lucky to have met him and his friends, and them cheering me on. You guys can hear them in the background after I'm done talking. But anyway, have a nice day, y'all.
The knee beta, let's go. Use the knee. The cursed shit.
Your right foot? Oh, this is... I mean, okay, maybe you go left, maybe you go left. I don't know. For me, it was right. Oh, yeah, dude, that's probably way better. Yeah. Well, I mean... It's my height, man.
Do you want me to restart it real quick?
No.
Okay.
Nah, dude, you got that.
Nice.
Bro, yes. Just trust it. It's better than you think. It's better than you think. You're too cool. How long have you been climbing, man?